We start with the Sixers, who had a nice little win last night. You know, Paul George caught fire. A good game from Jared McCain as well. Welcome to the season, Jared McCain. Beating a...
Take that, Tasty Cake.
Yeah, Tasty Cake Dom, wherever you are. Hater. And Joel Embiid had a good game. And we are 1 week away from the trade deadline. And it pains me to say this, truly, but like for the better of the organization, for the future, for the timeline of Tyrese Maxey and VJ Edgecombe, the Sixers should go into this trade deadline with their eyes wide open for an opportunity to trade Embiid. And like, it hurts as a fan. I'm glad I don't have to make the decision. I've sort of lived and died with this guy every moment since he got drafted, 12 years ago, 13, however many years ago it is. But like at this point, and I know he's playing great, but the truth is that this opportunity was never going to come up while he was playing badly or he was sitting on the bench for 3 straight weeks. To get an opportunity for this, he would have had to play well. And here's what I keep going back to. If you had told me 2 months ago, while he was struggling or not playing or whatever it was going, if you told me 2 months ago, hey, you can just get off the contract, would you want that opportunity? I would say yes. And then if I said to myself back then, yeah, but he's played really good for about a month, my response would be, it's just a matter of time until he gets hurt again. And the reality is that, like, do I have a specific plan for how they get another star after Joel Embiid? Because they'll need another one, right? I don't have a specific plan, but what I do know is that having Joel's contract broken up into 3 smaller contracts that expire sooner, make it a little bit easier to trade those first-round picks and build your way back. It's rarely a move that it goes from one move to the next one, right? You trade Joel Embiid to get this other star. That's not how it's going to work. It never does. And when you look back at Morey in Houston, it was just like a bunch of smaller things to eventually get back to the spot where they could put them in position to trade for a James Harden. It hurts. I'm glad, again, I don't have to make the decision, but if there's an opportunity next week for the trade deadline to rid yourself of the Embiid contract, to get neutral value, to not have to pay draft picks to get off of it, I think the Sixers have to do it.
So here's the thing. And you make sense there, but here's the problem that I'm having with that. He looks good. Oh, he looks good, man. He looks good out there.
Yes.
He looks like the process again,
Of
man.
course, yes.
Yeah, and we've gone this far with him. You got to just keep going down that road with him. You just do. This is one of those things where, if something happens to him 2 months from now, I'll be regretting what I'm saying right now.
Which it probably will.
I'll be regretting what I'm saying right now. But I think he's too great of a player when he's healthy and he's going for me to move off of him. When he is looking like this, I feel like you start to believe the sky's the limit with the team again. And now that you have these young pieces sort of around him, unless I was getting a star back, which is probably going to be difficult to do, not going to happen.
Not going to happen.
Yeah, I can't be enticed to make this move. I think Joel Embiid has honestly earned the right to finish out his career here. It's been a lot of ups and downs with him, but his journey is one, if this thing can continue to head in the right direction, can be a great story for him as a Philadelphia athlete. We love the redemption story. We love the coming back from being injured and reaching greatness again. And this dude is so good when he's healthy. You can make the argument he's the most unstoppable player in the NBA.
Sure, offensively,
really
absolutely.
Yes. Well, that's what I care about most.
Yes, I know.
Yes.
I know.
So, yes, when he's got it going, man, he is. It's a beautiful thing to watch. And watching him over the last week or so, it had me starting to rethink what my outlook on the season was. I tried to advise you early in the season that, you know what, when things look good, just take it with a grain of salt and don't let your hopes get too high. But it's looking even better than I thought it was going to look.
So
he's playing better than I thought he would play this year.
215-592-9494. If you could make a trade next week at the trade deadline to get off of Embiid's contract, you don't get anything back really of substance, but you also don't give up anything, would you do it? I think a little bit of what's going on right here is a bit of a mirage, right? So he's been back to normal-ish for the last couple of months. It's been about 6 weeks. And I looked at the record in December and January. Mm-hmm. The record in December and January is 15-12. Mm-hmm. They have a point differential of about 1.5. Mm-hmm. That is not... Like, Joel Embiid is back there offensively. Where he really was a game changer is he was the centerpiece of their defense as well. And when you're watching, I watched every minute of every game. Last night, Kyle Kuzma did not think twice about driving right into Joel Embiid's chest. He didn't think twice. He did it like 3 separate times. Miles Turner took him right. And I just, the issue is that it used to be, I've been in the place where you are, where you say, if he could just stay healthy for the playoffs, da-da-da. I still don't even believe that if he was healthy through the playoffs, they could do it, because I don't think he can look like the same player until you start really digging in and think about, is this guy a centerpiece of not just a championship offense, but a championship defense? And I've watched too much of them this year, and I don't believe that they are. So it always comes to, well, this is what I would always say about trading Joel. Well, what's your other plan? What's your other plan? The truth is that the other plan is 3 steps away. It's make life easier to make trades in the future. It's double down on the young guys and not get into a situation where you miss an opportunity to get off the contract, and we're 6 weeks into next season and he's played 4 games and you don't, and then you've lost the opportunity to do it. The opportunity is now. The opportunity is when there's one other team, the Chicago Bulls maybe, say to themselves, you know what? If he could just stay healthy, or the Sacramento Kings, or one of these teams that never seems to get it right, one of those teams to double down, give you expiring contracts, let you get off of it. I just think it's the right thing for Maxey. It's the right thing for Edgecombe. It's the right thing for the organization. There's freaking $5 tickets to get into the game last night. It might be the right thing for the city, too.
Yeah, see, I just think, and listen, the young players, the wing guys, they look good. They don't look good enough to win a championship.
No.
And so unless you have that physical advantage in this sport from a size standpoint, you really don't have any hope of going real deep in the playoffs. He is the one physical advantage you would have still on this roster.
Sure.
In the playoffs. He's unguardable. Let me ask you this. How good is, and this is a real question,
sure,
how good is Jokic from a defensive standpoint?
He's not very good at all.
Exactly. So, okay.
Right, yes.
And they figured out a way to get perimeter defenders around him.
They did.
And that's what I think we have to do with Joel. Maybe not rely as much on him for defense. You know he's not going to be great defensively, but he's so great offensively. You got to figure out how to put perimeter defenders around him so that he's not getting challenged by going at his chest or going at the basket the way we saw last night.
Well, and not to get too deep in the Nuggets, I think they got a little lucky in they got Aaron Gordon, and Aaron Gordon was the perfect guy. And the other thing is, up until this year, Jokic has been an Iron Man. Jokic doesn't miss games at all. True. You know, so he doesn't need to be the centerpiece of their defense. Anyway, 215-592-9494. If you were given the chance next week to get off of Embiid's contract, you don't get anything good back, but you can sort of start the next process. Start the next era of Sixers
in the
basketball.
Next process.
We're not.
Yeah,
not as long
as
as he's here. We're not.